portrait of your average Antifa member. Yeah, it's a middle-class suburbanite, okay? Actually, upper middle class, if we're being completely honest on this one, okay? It's a privileged white kid who feels bad mostly because they went to a prestigious college, okay, and got indoctrinated by a bunch of, woke thoughts, if we can just go ahead and use the buzzword of the day, and that ended up acting out all of their teenaged angst in their 20s by, fighting against the system, man, that afforded them their very luxurious upbringing. It's just so nonsensical that it's just really tough to take seriously. Antifa in general, okay? It's just also a nice portrait of how children that the kids that you raise, you send them off to these indoctrination camps in hopes that they'll get a degree and be able to contribute to society, only just end up getting, turned into this, okay? An Antifa domestic terrorist is the son of a millionaire Maine surgeon who grew up in a stunning mansion in one of the most luxurious beach towns in the East Coast, the Daily Mail can reveal. Frankie Carroll, 22, is one of 5 people arrested on Tuesday at the autonomous zone at the site of the future Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. So a kid from Maine, okay? A kid that hasn't slept for months in Maine. And we got different pictures where we can compare and contrast. Frankie right there. What his current shape right now, prior to all the indoctrination. And as you can see, man, there used to be those before and after feminism comparisons. You send your daughter off to college and then she comes back 20 pounds lighter and about 200 hair colors later. And as many dicks pass through her. It's like, this is the shit that happens. And yo, dude, you're 22. Oof, that hairline's looking rough. Leonard Voiset, 20, of Macon, Georgia. Nicholas Dean Olson, 25, of Bennington, Nebraska. Serena Hurdle, 25, of Los Angeles. Yeah, we got some insight into her as well. So both of these fuck-ups are going to, play quite a lot into the rest of this article. And Arian Robinson, 21, of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, were also arrested. Carroll is the son of surgeon Dr. Mike Carroll and grew up in a $2 million, 5-bedroom and 4-bathroom mansion in Kennebunkport, okay, as well as enjoying time on his parents' yacht. Of course.
Oh yes, let's talk about the patriarchy on our yacht, son. Oh, Frankie, make sure to grab the Chardonnay before we depart.
Father works at Hennepin County Medical Center as the general surgeon. You don't say! And his mother is a keen sailor, along with one of his 2 sisters. The other one's a whore. A 2016 picture shows a man resembling Carroll on the boat called Alez. Oh, yeah? Although the sailor's identity is unclear. Yeah, but it kind of makes sense. He grew up a stone's throw from the famous Bush family compound where H.W. spent his summer. Oh, man, if you wanted to go do some activism, you should have went over there and pushed the old fucking wheelchair-bound deep state operative, into the, you can go ahead and finish that if you'd like. Since June of 2021, far-left extremists have traveled to the location to prevent what they call a cop city, with Carroll traveling more than 13,000? I don't think so. 1,300 miles to get to the violent zone. No, it's an autonomous zone. What you talking about? There's no violence that's down there. Everything's fine, okay? That is, holy, the Antifa domestic terrorist grew up in a 5-bedroom. 5 bedrooms in that fucking palatial mansion? Holy! $2 million mansion in Kennebunkport, Maine, with his surgeon father. Of course, man. Oh, man, you got the little whale on the weather vane. Oh, man, that's so nice that you got right there. Oh, and there's his parents. They thought nothing of it. It's like, wow, we got the...
Oh, lovey, we've got the nice family. We've got the yacht. We've got the beach house. Yes, I've got my oldest son, and you've got 2 daughters to raise. And oh, isn't it so wonderful? And what the fuck? He's on the television down there in Atlanta besmirching the family name. I don't like it at all whatsoever. He's disinheriting, and we're cutting him out of the will.
Law enforcement say they were assaulted with rocks and bottles by militants occupying makeshift tree houses. This literally sounds like fucking toddlers and not getting their preferred dessert at dinner. Like, fuck off. Makeshift tree houses have been accused of terrorizing nearby residents. Yeah, exactly. Smelling bad and just being leftists. Carroll, who wiped his social media shortly before his arrest, of course he did, has been charged with criminal trespass, domestic terrorism, aggravated assault, felony obstruction, interference with government property, and possession of tools for the commission of a crime. He attended middle school in Kennebucks and was an honor roll student, and then on the high school where he was again on the honor roll. Carroll then enrolled at University of Maine, which cost $27,412 a year. Wow, that's what your parents can shell out for the privilege of losing their son, okay? Because there he is right there, man. Like, that looks like a happy family, okay? Like, I don't have any pictures of that with my siblings, mostly because I'm not such a square where I'd button up the top button, but, yeah, man, to each their own, right? That just looks like a upper middle class family, if we're keeping it a buck, okay? And there he is now, okay? A couple years later, scroll faster. And there he is, what, 4, 5, 6 years later, okay? Looking disheveled, looking, just really down on his luck. Like, the fuck happened there, bro? Like, what the fuck, dude? It used to be, that was the picture of a kid beforehand, okay? That would be the picture passed around with a goofy mop top, okay? At his, inauguration to be in, state congressman or some shit like that, okay? That's the type of upbringing this kid comes from. But he got enrolled at the University of Maine. What was he going to be studying? Which costs, yes, $27,412 a year for a resident of the state like Carroll. But it's unclear what he chose to study as... Oh, and if he was radicalized while at college. Well, if he was on the honor roll in middle school and in high school, and then things started to go drastically down from there, one could surmise... But I guess there they are. I don't know, just being real activists. They look like these don't look like strong people, okay? Like, oh my god, those shorts really elicit some sort of fear, okay? And a bunch of scrawny kids, no cop city with a turned over, burnt out fucking Suzuki Samurai or fucking Isuzu. Who gives a shit? Like, even the fucking activism right there is lackadaisical. Just sitting down, just, got the, oh yeah, we're here to fight the power, I guess. Like, the fuck are you actually doing? If you asked any of these kids to articulate their points, they wouldn't be able to get past, an entire sentence. We're here to fight the power. What does that mean? Shut up, racists. I'm tired, and there's only so much energy I can muster on a vegan diet. Yo, yeah, okay, that's the Bush family compound. Yes, of course, skull and crossbones all the way. In May, 8 militants were arrested after police patrolling the land were assaulted and pelted with rocks and Molotov cocktails. Left-wing groups used Twitter to fundraise bail for suspects after another 6 were arrested in August, charged with various crimes from burglary to criminal damage. I wonder if theirs was one of the many, many, many Antifa accounts that were purged when Elon Musk was getting rid of pedos on the platform. Members of the group tried to burn a man to death. Holy! After he drove into the area. I wonder if that was the pickup truck, because that one actually looked kind of burnt. And he was forced to run for his life after they torched it with him still in it. That's attempted murder, brother. You could go away for a long old fucking time, okay? And this would also be impetus. Like, if they can tie this back to any organization, okay, any Antifa wing, any sort of, organized structure, any hierarchy that was there, they could be slapped with a RICO. That would be very interesting to see Antifa taken down on RICO charges, okay? That's just me spitballing, okay? I ain't got no nice House committee to run through all of my different thoughts on this one to refer a bunch of charges to the Department of Justice, but a boy can think and theorize. I don't know why they got so many glamour shots of these people's places, okay? After their members were arrested to defend the Atlanta Forest Group, okay, held a protest outside DeKalb County Jail where they should be greeted with fucking rubber bullets or worse. The Atlanta jail support a project for the Atlanta Solidarity Fund. This just sounds like commie nonsense. Also issued calls to fundraise bail for the suspects using Twitter. Yeah, it should be just taken off platform like that. Convictions of domestic terrorism carry with it sentences anywhere between 5 and 35 years in prison. Yeah, but what about attempted murder? DeKalb County District Attorney Sherry Boston said in a statement, "I strongly believe in the right to peacefully protest." Yeah, but not torching somebody in his fucking truck, dude. That's sick. But yeah, as you can see, just a bunch of healthy individuals. Nicholas Olson, I thought that was a chick. And I know the other one's a chick as well, but I thought, just by the picture there, that kind of looks like a dude. But these are people, man. Like, okay, Serena Hurdle, the one on the right. We're going to talk about her more, and she She got a similar story to that of Frankie, I fucking forget his name, rich kid. She got a similar story because they all do. These are just middle-class white kids, okay, who go to university, get indoctrinated, become activists, and become foot soldiers of terrible fucking ideas. But yeah, they've been charged with criminal trespass, domestic terrorism, aggravated assault and obstruction, and inciting a riot. Yeah, and if you want them to flip on one another, hit them with that Rico shit. Oh, there's a white kid right there. Arian Robinson. Oh, he's on the left, yeah. I wonder if that's kind of, like a historically black ancestry, kind of like Colin Kaepernick, right? Oh, yeah, he really found his black streak after he started shacking up with one of the founders of the Me Too movement. Big think on that one. But yeah, it was raised in an upper middle class white family. Yeah, doesn't really like to talk about that when he's trying to fight the patriarchy. White supremacy and whatever the fuck else. But yeah, Leonard Vissoy, okay, of course, a heavy emphasis on that. Was charged with criminal trespass. Yeah, all the same shit. So you charge them all with the same crimes, but not the RICO? Interesting. We'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, and a screaming accomplice is an architect's daughter. Yeah, that's our girl Serena Hurdle. We got some pictures before and after going to college, and that's so sad because she, before, all of the activism, was kind of a cutie, but that's long gone. Antifa goon Serena Hurdle was pictured screaming as she was arrested for allegedly plotting terror attacks at the planned Atlanta Police Academy. 25-year-old kicking and screaming? Bro, stop it. Is the daughter of an architect and was filmed being hauled into a truck with Hurdle apparently wearing the same orange hoodie. She was later snapped in for her mugshot, and she doesn't look very happy. She wants to talk to somebody's manager, especially with that haircut. You used to have long blonde hair. What the fuck? Daily Mail can reveal that her brother, Hunter Hurdle, died in Los Angeles all of 2019 at age 27 after consuming a cocktail of drugs, including fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, meth, and diazepam. Wow, she must be a really shitty sister if you want her to OD. She's a fucking terrorist. I can make my jokes if I want. His death was ruled as an accident. Bro, you had what? A mixture of 5 different narcotics, and it was an accident? Come on now. Hurdle was also one of the anonymous members of Atlanta Forest Defenders who appeared in an Open Society Foundation-sponsored story. Are you fucking kidding me? George Soros is the chairman of the Open Society Foundation. Are you fucking kidding me? And has given away more than $32 billion of his personal fortune to fund the group. Soros is one of the world's best-known philanthropists of left-wing activist ideas. And there she is getting hauled away while screaming at the top of her lungs, and that black guy's just up there at the top. He's like, I'm just this bitch right here. Oh my god. He's like, why can't we use the taser? Why can't we use anything a little bit more extreme? Hurdle attended Pitzer College after growing up in Sun Valley, Idaho. Oh, she comes from Idaho and then goes and gets indoctrinated in California. Story as old as time. And majored in environmental analysis. You can't make this shit up. And mathematics. Oh, so you had a hope there. Appearing to become radicalized before she graduated in 2020. Yep. The college in Claremont, California promotes a green and sustainable outlook. Great. With 93% of the students living in sustainably built housing and costs $82,932 a year. But you're helping the earth for $83,000 a year. Feel good about that? She worked as part of the team researching global health equity, literally nothing, in Rio de Janeiro. So you're from Idaho, you moved to California, and you're helping something in Brazil. Fuck is going on? Alongside Professor Guillermo Douglas Jaimes, I think that's the way that you would pronounce that with a Portuguese slant. Since the spring of 2018, the domestic terrorist also spent time researching in Salvador, Bahia, in 2017, and lists her interest as health and environmental justice. Oh man, why couldn't it just be health and exercise, okay? Because it looks like you have a pretty good aptitude for that, with a focus on prisons and water. What the fuck? Like, she's in shape, she got decent titties, a nice smile, long blonde hair. What the fuck happened? What happened? You ruined it. You fucking ruined it. You blew it. But yo, man, if those are your accommodations for $83,000 a year, bro, that looks like a 90s kitchen. Like, you're getting fucking ripped off there just for the experience of going and getting indoctrinated with shitty fucking ideas. So at the end of your stay, you end up getting hauled into the back of a police vehicle, screaming at the top of your lungs, looking like you haven't slept in a week and a half. Oh, man, if you love your children, okay, if you're somebody out there who has children, or you're somebody out there who has a sibling that's going to be going to college to pursue a nonsense fucking degree like environmental justice or whatever, then fucking nonsense this. The blue hair or blonde hair, well, she probably had blue hair at one point or another, okay, but this blonde haired, blue eyed, you know, let's keep it a book, okay? That was like a five or a 6. I would say a 6, okay, because she's at least in shape at that point in time, okay? Afterwards, though, you know, I wouldn't fuck that with a business end of one of those Atlanta police squad's fucking rifles, okay? But yo, it's these middle to middle upper class white kids who just get indoctrinated with shitty fucking ideas, thinking that they're going to try to do good for the world by just protesting against very necessary shit. Yeah, like I was saying before, don't let your kids go to fucking university or college or anything like that to study dumb shit like that, okay? Unless they're going for something necessary or something productive, something that will get them some cash right out the block. It's not going to be worth it because you run your risk. And now, more than ever, if you've taken a look at some of the curriculum that's out there right now, or the curriculism, is that what we're going to go with? Fuck it. One of those words, okay? It's just all self-hating fucking nonsense, okay? You send your daughter away looking like this, and then she ends up coming back looking like that. Or in a similarly colored jumpsuit. We'll just go with that. So, with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.